This is where the abandoned car wash was at. I just walked up to here a couple days ago and it was just gone. I never heard any construction equipment or anything. It's still like a campground somewhere in there, I think. I don't know if those people still use it anymore. I don't know who the people are either, but they're the people who had a campsite set up back there. And they would always write graffiti on the walls of this car wash. You can still see some on the floor. And like, part of the paneling is in this big dumpster bin thing. Like, here's some of the paneling. You can see a bit of the graffiti. It was really very interesting stuff. There was like Odd Future graffiti and like dicks. I can't remember what else. Some like giant cartoon character wearing a crown and it was purple. There's this one guy at the manor who lives on the first floor around the back, who is like a recognizable face to me. Recognizable face, I don't know why. But he seems like a nice guy. I've just kind of walked past him a couple times and he was on his porch. And he seems to have character, even though I've barely ever spoken to him. He's this guy with a long beard, and he's in a motorized wheelchair. When I was walking here, he said, hi, or how you doing, or something. And I said, good, and he said, have a good day. And I said, yeah, something like that. See ya, I will. Anyway, now I'm thinking, I felt weird as I was walking past him, because I could walk and he couldn't. And it's supposed to make me happy now that I can walk, right? Like I'm supposed to be, because he was lacking a pretty major ability. He couldn't use his legs anymore. And I should be happy that my body works. I don't feel like, all I feel is pressured to feel good now, but I don't actually feel good. It's supposed to actually make me baseline level feel good that I can walk. Like I'm supposed to see him unable to walk, and it should make me happy, or at least thankful. Is being thankful like an unconscious emotion, or is that just something you kind of think to yourself in a deliberate way? Like, I have to like consciously run the sentence through my head, I'm thankful that I can walk. That's something I have to be thankful for. Or are people, but it doesn't make me actually feel a good emotion, but I know that it's supposed to. It makes me wonder if the only way I can appreciate not being able to walk is if I temporarily lost my ability to walk. So the only way, by that general logic, the only way that anyone can feel good is if they suffer first and not realize what they were lacking. And I still haven't suffered enough. I'm still decadent. I don't know how I'm supposed to appreciate walking unless, like, I temporarily lost usage of both of my legs. That happens. People have to, the doctor will be like, you'll have to use this wheelchair for the next 3 weeks. At least I think so. I mean, I'll lose power in the apartment for a while, and then it'll come back on, and I'll go back to the same fucking jaded person I was before. Even though during it, I start feeling kind of, even though while the power is out, I start feeling kind of, less jaded and more fucking valid in the way I'm experiencing the environment around me, because I'm not hooked up to machines. So I don't know how it's supposed to make me feel good that he couldn't walk. I phrased that weirdly. Obviously it's not supposed to make me feel good that he can't walk, but, you know. I'm thankful that I can walk. Is that supposed to make me feel good? I think I'm thankful that I can walk. I already have trouble identifying emotions sometimes if it's not like accompanied by like an actual physiological change. So I don't feel like a swell of thankfulness in my chest or anything. So do I feel thankful? And is it supposed to make me feel good actually, or is it supposed to make me feel like humbled or something? I still haven't gone through enough suffering. And I'm saying still having, as if I'm implying that I've gone through like a noteworthy level of suffering. I haven't. I don't know how to. I need to just fucking deprive myself of things, I guess. Like, would it work if I just started walking right now, like north, and just didn't stop, clear through nightfall, until I like was at risk of dying of exposure or dehydration or something? Would I come home and like appreciate the things I had more? That seems less likely for me to go back to the same jaded person. It'd be a really good experience. Maybe I should start doing it. I mean, it sounds like it'd be harder for me to go back to like the same jaded person, because, you know, that's obviously more severe than losing power. I'd still have power and I'd still be helpless. Okay, I need to do things that are philanthropic. Like, I need to help other people. Like, I have no validity as a person if I don't suffer, but if I haven't suffered, but I have given people homes and food, then I have validity. I exist comfortably, like, knowing that I have good karma. Rather than just having a deficit of karma, like unjust bad things happening creates a deficit of karma, where like you need good things to happen to you. That's the lazy route. I'm expecting good things to just come to me. Like, I'm expecting like to act foolishly and put myself in danger, and then things will come to me like a conveyor belt. That's not how it works. You have to work to have good things. So what do I do in the meantime? Schooling. Okay, schooling. Schooling. How do I do? I have to volunteer. It's not like I have to make a big scientific breakthrough. I'm getting scared now, because by my own logic, I'm committing myself to this. Am I going to actually end up doing this? I don't even have a plan right now. I'm just like saying, I have to do good things. But you know, if I'm not a beneficial presence in the world, then I might as well not exist at all. You know, I talk about being a leech constantly. Or like feeling vampiric or decadent. schooling, employment. Look for employment on Indeed.com. Verbally asked for transportation to employment. Schooling, or at the very least just volunteering, or employment isn't even necessary if I'm a volunteer, but what am I going to do when I'm not volunteering? You know, volunteering will give me wholesome experiences and make me feel like I have presence in the world so that I can't disintegrate into an internet words machine of corkscrew, terrible downward spiral of bitching. So, you know, I'll be like, that'll make me feel wholesome and like grounded in reality, you know. And then I think like casual speaking will come to me more naturally. Like instead of getting freaked out over something, I'll just like be able to fluidly come up with like a jovial reply to something. So other people, there's lots of people who don't feel compelled to like devote themselves to public service, and they still but they still like contribute to society, you know, like they get by, they get a job and they get a house and stuff. And I wonder if those people are less happy on average, or if it's like selfishness that lets them do that, or is it selfish? Is it actually selfish to just want to live your life like of your own accord without being beneficial, like explicitly beneficial, like charity work and stuff? Probably, because there's people without homes and food, and it makes me feel very bad. I'm very critical of myself, so it makes me feel very bad if I decide that I'm worthy of ignoring the fact that there's people without homes or food. But if I record myself saying this and then I ever forget about it, and then I try to like live a normal life, then I'll be a hypocrite. But that's bad. That might be bad just now for me to say that, to try to like speak in support of the idea of me living a normal life. Because, I mean, I already have such a lack of experience that I can't speak on anything at all, but I feel like I can still say that there's people who are more experienced and versed in the world than me that still just live for themselves, and it seems like something that everyone has the right to. But if there's people without homes and people in war zones and people without food or water, then doesn't it ultimately come from a lack of experience to not devote yourself to helping them? Like the idea of not letting yourself be any happier than like the person who has it worst off on the planet. So that I guess I'm holding people to a really altruistic ideal when people aren't all like that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be that concerned with others, or maybe if I'm just using concern for others as a way to like play out a psychodrama or something, because ordinarily I'm a hedonistic piece of shit, but then I started talking to this camera at an abandoned car wash. Now I'm thinking about like altruism and stuff. I mean, it's how I feel, but I wasn't talking or thinking about it before. And am I going to continue thinking about it when I get home? Is it going to keep driving me? Will it at least nudge me in the right direction? Is that it? Is that all I have to say? Am I gonna walk home now? I don't want to start walking home and realize I could have talked more. I guess the only downside would be that I'd have to upload 2 videos, or 3 or 4. You know, I already have to upload 2, but the first one is just a 30-second clip of me running, so. Oh shit. I could totally have ticks on my legs. Maybe. I haven't actually gone in the forested area, but I was just kind of assuming that if I didn't go in there, I wouldn't get ticks, but they could just be kind of crawling around this area, you know? One piece of graffiti has survived. Oh, 2 pieces. Welcome to Disneyland and dope. Oh, and another one. I think there's a shed over there that has some stuff on it. What's this one say? I wonder who the people were. Oh, Ethos. I guess it's DOC. And then here's that shed. Hi. Ask why. I thought they used to say why ask why or something like that. Is that Xenos or something? Who do you want to be? Alright. Oh no, I think this is EC? EG? I don't know. What's wrong on this side? Oh, it's just scribbles. Oh, Ethos. And DOC, I think. That was also stream of consciousness. Yeah, I'm sure I'll agree with it. I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter if I agree with anything I say or not, because it's really fluid and flexible. It might bring any other changes, or it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. Did you see that rabbit? Probably came through on the camera. I'm not sure how much though. Might have been just like 2 pixels. My voice kind of quavered there, and I feel like it sounded really creepy.